When all the world's cold, pull up a chair. When it gets rough out there, come have a beer. There will be bands with laughs, there will be news with views. We do it all for you. Watch AAA. You need distraction. Bring all your friends. Drop some donations. Stay till the end, where we all know your name. AAA. When all the shit gets old, come hang around. When you can't take the load, come put it down. There will be bands with laughs, there will be news with views. All of your friends here too at AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA.
Wow! Yes! Hello and welcome to the AAA meeting. Was my microphone working? Well, one of the A's means ampersand, and it's Monday, my dudes, which means your host is your favourite drunken uncle. It's me! Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined as always by my colonial co-hosts and collaborators, the one-man dog pile, it's Sinatra Says.
Yo.
And Peter the Dub, it's Polly Dub.
Ahoy hoy.
He said ahoy! He said ahoy, guys, the whole gang's here today. Let's hold hands. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
No.
Polly, that's not my hand. Wait, what, Sin, hold my hand.
Turn the lights on then. What the fuck?
Let's right, let's go through the housekeeping. Sinatra,
Yes.
how are you?
On the recovery, I was pretty sick yesterday. I was vomiting all day long. Went to ER, got checked out, and I have gastritis, whatever. And they said I had a flare-up mixed with some medication I was taking. So that was super fun.
Were people aware of this yesterday? Were you
Yeah, I put
streaming
it
from
on
the
the
hospital?
because I didn't do my show last night.
Ah, right. I mean, I'm guessing then that means that Polly must be in brilliant health, and for some reason we're in Bizarro land, and you guys are switched. Polly, how you going?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to run with the meme and be like, yeah, I feel fantastical, but I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm here. I'm all right.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
You sound like
here's my theory. Nausea is the back pain of the underappreciated malady world.
Explain yourself.
All right, I will. I think everybody knows somebody who's got like lower back pain. It destroys quality of life. You can't walk. You feel like shit. I've never had lower back pain, thank God. By the grace of the Lord, no, I never have. But I've seen people like when you have lower back pain, like you can't do nothing. Like you lay there. You know what I mean? You're basically bedridden, right? Your mind's perfectly functional and shit, but you don't feel like doing anything. You can't walk around. You can't lift anything. You can't stand for anything more than 15 minutes. You ever known anyone like this? I have. It's horrible, man. When somebody slips a disc That common phrase. It's like, oh, I slipped a disc when I was lifting something 20 years ago. Just horrible. Nausea is just like that. You're bedridden. It destroys quality of life. You don't feel like doing anything. You can't really get up. You just kind of lay there as a lump. It's horrible.
Yeah, that was my day yesterday, mixed with a lot of vomiting.
Yeah. No, you've full sympathy and empathy for nausea and vomiting, man. It's a terrible fucking way to be. It's destroys quality of life, man.
Often followed with vomiting. I mean, what you say?
No,
nausea.
not always.
Nausea is in like I feel sick. Nausea is in I feel dizzy. Like what's? I mean, nausea is a very broad term, is it not? I mean, Steve Dave comes in as well, says, well, I've been sick for over a month now. Look, everyone's sick. Great. Operation Boom Time is gonna be really fucking bad for the chat out there. Smash the like button, or this biological weapon's out to get you, asshats. Guys, I've been getting some regular updates on Steve's biological weapon, and I tell you what, she's looking fine. So this man, he means business. He means business. You say you didn't do a stream yesterday, Sin? Because I got
No, I went to ER after hour 12 of vomiting because I couldn't take anything down. I couldn't take my pills. I couldn't take Zofran, nothing. So I went in there and they gave me IV fluids, all that.
Well, you do sound rough as hell, man. So I feel for you right there. But the thing is, I got a donation from the large program during the Jackbox stream, and it said a bunch of Brit farts in powdered wigs shouting off with their heads, and I just assumed that maybe he got the wrong person. He meant to donate it to you, but okay, now that gives me something more to think about as well. Then, so Polly, you're not in perfect health. You're in poly health.
Yeah, I'm on the. So you guys know that this is my fucking favorite nursing home meeting. Yeah, thanks, derp. I appreciate that. Sinatra's like fucking laid out sick. I've got fucking vertigo and nausea that accompanies, and Drunkle's
Sexy.
recovering addict.
What the
60.
what the fuck?
I don't know. I needed to. It's a nursing home. I needed to apply some
I didn't
kind
say
of malady
60.
to
I
it.
said sexy. Why would I be a recovery? No, I'm a fucking full-time addict, mate. I ain't recovering shit.
Okay. Well,
I've
yeah.
invested
Okay. So
too much into
he's an
this.
unrepentant addict. All right. Let's
Wait
just
for the
go with that.
payout, mate. Fucking.
No, it's you guys know the fucking vertigo, and it's related to the inner ear. It's vestibular migraines combined with Meniere's disease, and the diagnosis doesn't help any at all because what's the treatment? There is none. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's what they said. And they're like, yeah, gastritis. Pepsid if you want.
Gastritis. That's like colitis. What does that mean? Itis of the colon.
Yeah, it's literally, you have itis of the stomach.
Yeah, you have vestritis, and it's like, what does that mean? An itis of the inner ear. Thanks, that's great. It really makes me feel better that you've applied a Latin suffix to my ear.
It sounds fancy though.
Yeah.
Let's see the inner ear. You get Picarditis. That's the final frontier.
It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Hold on.
Yes.
Look, it still hurts. It still hurts. Well done, Sin. Good stuff. Right.
Swerved to avoid the fucking cricket and crashed.
It was the cricket that was driving, man. Like it's bad. They shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car. It's awful. So that is actually right there. We got chat gets berated for the like ratio, and I think we can all agree that was an awful pun. So we're off to a sterling start here on AAA Bingo, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what doesn't work with nausea? I can tell you, hot weather. Not that I've been out. I've just been outside today, and it's hot and it's humid because I live in a humid ass area, and you go outside. It's like I would much rather.
We've all had humid ass. That's bad.
Oh, swamp. Do you get swamp ass? I have a friend of mine who suffers from swamp
Yeah,
ass. I feel bad for
do
him.
you get swamp ass in Britain? Yes, we get fucking swamp ass in Britain.
It's not hard
He was
enough
actually
to get
the first
that
guy
back.
because I've known for years. I've been friends with him since high school, and he's like, man, I got swamp ass, and I was like, what? He's the one who told me what that was. Because you ever get swamp ass? I'm like, no, what? I don't even know what that is. Like, apparently, you get human acid, your butt's itchy all the time, and it can break out in rashes on occasion. And I'm
No,
like, dude.
itchy butt is from not wiping properly. It's just sweaty ass.
Well, yeah, that. Well, he claims there's a severe itch associated with it. So,
Well, tell him to invest in some baby wipes.
well, his whole thing is Gold Bond medicated powder. I'm like, people under 70 use that?
It's a bit of talcum. Bit of talc.
Yeah, they're just baking cakes in their underwear all day.
And they're
That was one of the
delicious.
funniest jokes I ever heard about high humidity. Razorfist was on a stream talking because he lives in Arizona, right, in Phoenix. And so, he's an '80s guy, '80s metal type guy. He's never gotten off the shtick, and that's cool. Do your thing, right? So he's like tight black jeans and leather pants and shit. He looks like an '80s hair metal guy. You know what I mean? And someone asked him in a super chat, "Do you ever?" You got a powder, right, to make sure your balls don't stick? And he's like, dude, the last thing you want in this kind of dry heat is to put powder down your pants. You got pancake batter down there in 5 minutes, and then you got to deal with it all day.
no.
Like, oh God,
Oh,
dude,
no.
why would you say that? Thanks for the visual, Razor Fist.
Pancake ass is a brand new thing.
Fuckle Snuck for 2 said, I saw you boot up Soundpad just for that crash.
Hey, it's nice. You know,
Nice.
if anything, I am the investment that Sinatra needed to justify the purchase of Soundpad, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a symbiotic relationship, and we've never been happier. I see there's a there's a bitch in the chat. There's a bitch in the chat. Is that bitch Haley Nicole, who in the chat just went, no one likes me here. Maybe stop being a bitch.
I tried that reasoning with my ex-girlfriend, and she didn't buy it.
Ex-girlfriend, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There. Yeah. You're right. She just
Did you ever think that maybe you're a bitch? And no, she apparently didn't think that and didn't appreciate my reasoning.
I mean, I just think your arguing technique when it comes to a romantic relationship might leave us something to be desired there, buddy.
No, I think that's accurate and
You know?
fine.
Well, you know what? What word is there to cover it when somebody's just like, if you're being bitchy, you're in some kind of fucking mood.
You know what I call it? And I always get it's worth it every time. Are you being emotional today?
Emotional.
I mean, if you really wanna, throw a fucking stick of dynamite into that fucking powder keg, then are you?
Sometimes
I'm gonna pocket
hand
that.
grenade.
Hold on, I'm gonna pocket that. That's not bad. Because if you say it distracted and you don't give them a glare, you just kind of say it like innocently, like, huh, that's interesting, while you're like fixing something or picking something up. Are you feeling emotional today?
I mean, don't say it, especially like if she's just being emotional while you're out, grocery shopping. Just stick some tampons in the shopping cart and walk off.
Yeah, you could go, are you about to get your period?
That's how. Yeah. The thing is, like, a lot of women like these true crime podcasts, so I think it's getting like more and more fucking.
They're
dangerous
learning.
to say they're learning. There's like an AI, except with less intelligence.
Real-time fat man.
That's
That's an interesting suggestion, actually. An insufferable trollop.
I love the word trollop. I think we should bring it back.
Yeah, it's old-timey enough that there isn't enough personal lived baggage that she could get offended, but it's clearly, it's like calling a woman a tart. It's just like, wait, what?
I think bring back tart as well. Bring back. There was that old thing where fucking you bring your girlfriend home to meet your mother for the first time, and obviously they're not getting along, and then she offers her tart, and then it's a stand-up argument then because she misunderstood.
Yeah.
Like, I say she misunderstood. Your
Where
mum
are
knew
we,
what she
John
was
boy?
doing.
If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Haley Nicole, I'm not reading that out. No, I'm going to read it out. Haley Nicole, that yikes bitch, through $5. Thank you, Haley Nicole, says, I may be a bitch, but at least I'm not Welsh. Well, it turns out we've got a lot in common, Haley Nicole. We should we should talk more, you see, because I am a bitch, and also I'm not Welsh, and I, just like you, am a thirsty, thirsty hoe. I've got big news, guys. Thank you for the $5, Haley Nicole. I got big news. And Haley Nicole probably just about paid for. I bought a new can opener. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
silence.
I had an experience with my can opener last night.
Okay, well, I mean, look, one can opener story at a time, if that's all right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, mine's short, so go ahead. Let's just.
Well, I mean, you got to learn to spin the yarn, Polly. All right, do you know what? You go first. You go. Oh, go on. Bet it's not as good as mine. I bet it is. I mean, it's
it's probably
can only
not.
get so good, you know.
I got one of the I don't know what to describe, basic scissor-like ones that you squeeze it like the two handles on scissors and it cuts into it, and then you turn it. It's got the long lever knob thing on the side where you turn, and it cuts around the side.
Okay,
got one of those.
Can opener. I'm kind of shitting on my can opener right now, but yeah, go on.
Okay, that thing is trash. It's already gotten fucking loose because it was made in China out of solid Chinesium, right? So it was, you kind of have to grip it, and then you have to like turn it into the can to get it to go tight. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? And it's just trash. I got another one that's like one of them fancy ones you put on top and you push the button and it cuts into it and just automatically does it itself. That thing died. So it was meant to throw away. Like, use it till the battery's dead, then toss it. I unscrewed that thing, opened it up, and it just had a couple of AAA batteries in there that I replaced, and I screwed it back together. And it was dying last.
But you bought a disposable, battery-powered can opener?
They intended for it to be disposable, and I said, "Fuck you, China."
No way.
And yeah.
Wow.
They hid the screw heads underneath stickers, thinking I wouldn't go under there. Little did they know.
Well, it was like a priceless piece of art that you just wanted to poke.
Yeah, they made it. Well, it ended up being more rugged than the actual mechanical one. So last night, it was time for some late night soup. You guys know how that is.
I know the late night soup deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it was time for some late night soup, and the thing's dying. It took like, I don't know, because once it starts, it's running automatically. And the thing's dying, and I'm like looking at it. It took 2 minutes to go all the way around the top of this can while I'm staring at it impatiently going, oh, if that battery dies, I'm going to be locked away from my soup. Oh, no. And
by the Chinese.
It got all the way around, though. It did, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to replace it. It's time to open it back up and, put some new batteries in it. And then I realized it's time to get back on some old Boy Scout shit and get out my P51 can opener,
so soup and a workout.
Yeah, the little thing that I'm talking about, the old-timey one where you put it in, you quick, and you turn it around as it just edges around the outside of the can. Yeah, I said edged. Don't make it sick.
You also said your story was short.
Well, I got on a roll. All right, so there's my story.
Did you crack out the Boy Scouts can opener though?
No, I just realized when that thing was dying, and it's off of my camp. It's off of my camping equipment. I'm gonna have to break it out. It's worth it. Because that thing won't die. No batteries.
It won't. It won't. I must admit, I was stuck back because I had I bought one of the scissors can openers today. Now I'll tell you what, Polly, as a left-handed floating head, mate, that's a total fucking game changer for me because it was taking 2 minutes for your electric can opener to open the can. That's how it's always been for me my entire life. And I'm using the one where you got a fucking you put it on the and there's just the bit that bites into it, and then so it was it cost 65 pence. I had to buy a new one because my old one, which I've had for years, just that little tooth.
Means sense, right?
That little metal tooth just snapped off. It just snapped, and I went. It's okay.
What, pence or less than a pound, right? You paid less than a pound for your can opener.
Well, no, right. This one has been with me for a while, right? But this is a couple of weeks ago. And
Since when? The 1920s? When did you buy a mechanical device that was less than a pound?
I don't know how much it costs. It might come with my old flat. I'm not entirely sure. I definitely took it with me from the old flat. It's been with me, and I've been in this flat at least 7 years. So that's how long this bad boy lasted. But that metal tooth just came off. And I went, all right, no problem. And I was already into my last can because I was making a chili. I was into my last can. I just used a screwdriver, hammer, bang. You make a couple of holes and then you force your way in. No, and then next day I buy another one, 65 pence, and this one lasted me I think 3 weeks because last night when I went to make me pre-gym chili.
So you bought a can opener for 65 cents.
See, Sin, thank you. That was my point. What the fuck kind of can opener did you buy? Like, even one of the Boy Scout ones costs more than that.
65 pence. So actually, no, it was less than 65 cents due to the exchange.
This isn't helping your argument, man.
It's not. I'm not making an argument, man.
Where did you get this?
I got it from
It wasn't at Poundland, I can tell you that.
A supermarket called Morrison's.
Sub-Poundland, okay.
No, it's not. No.
That's what I heard.
I don't care what you. It's wrong. You're wrong. All right, let me. I'll try to fucking bring up a. Oh God, even this is £2.50. All right, so hey, you yourself said Chinesium, so don't fucking come at me with your can opener supremacy. All right.
My whole story was based on the trash can openers I've been using and dealing with. What do you mean supremacy?
Well, right, so I'm sure I just get right. So this is what I had. Right, it's one of those fucking. It's not even like the scissors boy or anything like that. It's just like handheld, and you put it in, and you catch it on the bite, and the thing pierces the can.
Oh fuck!
And you got to twist
old
that bad
school.
boy around. Yeah, it's old school, right? So being left-handed,
It's got the
you ain't
fucking
getting
extra tool off the
left-handed
side.
versions of
I've
this,
seen
Polly.
these. Yeah.
You ain't getting left-handed
It's got a
versions of this.
kickstand.
It's got a kickstand. It actually comes with a bottle opener. Thank you very much. And I've been using one of these for fucking ages, right? And that's why being left-handed, it takes me so fucking long to open a can. But it's worth it because I want to get to the tomatoey goodness that within. So my first one broke, and I went and bought another one. This one, it says £2.50 each. I paid 65 pence, thinking, hey, that's going to be okay. Lasted 3 fucking weeks as I went to make me fucking pre-gym chili yesterday, and the thing just fell apart into like 4 different pieces in my hands. And I've already chopped everything up as well. It's in the pot that I call Big Silver Bastard, and thankfully it was the first can that I was opening. But still, I'm like, for fuck's sake. So now I couldn't go to the gym today. Oh no. But I did, Polly. I bought one of them scissory boys. And that's what I'm saying, guys. For a left-handy, absolute game changer. Gone are the days of me struggling and going, for fuck's sake, trying to open a fucking can, man. Gone are the days. This is some smooth sailing. Now, you may be asking yourself, Drunkle, are you selling these things? No. These babies sell themselves. This is a beautiful thing.
I mean, shit. That's just.
And I did pay £3.50 for it as well, and I'm very, very pleased. I've got my gym chili cooking right now because it took me less than fucking 10 seconds to get into each can, Polly, and it was a pleasure to open each can, Polly. But on top of that, my uncle died today, so there's that.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Yeah, he was in hospital for the past 2 weeks. He had pneumonia. I guess couldn't open his cans in time. His heart just fucking stopped 6 a.m. today. So, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I know that was a bit abrupt. I just wanted to fucking get that out there because as we try to do here on the AAA, can we, if you've got a glass, if you've got something alcoholic, if you've got soda, if you've got a cup of tea, doesn't matter. Please raise a glass to my Uncle Steve.
All right, I will. Hold on, Steve. Here's to you. Godspeed.
To Steve. Right.
So you said you're left-handed. You're one of these genetic freaks. Now I have a question.
I've just laid my heart out to you, man.
No, not the can opener. Your left-handedness. So you're, as one of these genetic freaks, what is it like? I was actually thinking about this the other day. The rest of the normal world, shakes hands with the right hand. So what do you do when somebody like doesn't it feel weird to shake hands with the wrong hand?
It would feel weird to shake hands with the left hand because who does that?
Well, genetic freaks like yourself, I would assume.
We were genetic freaks. My uncle just died, man. What the fuck?
Like, I guess my question is,
you were left-handed.
Like, do you ever run into another?
Because I'm left-handed, he died.
Yeah, well, did you ever run into another weirdo like yourself and they stick out their left hand and you stick out your left hand and you like shake and you're like, oh my God, I've come home.
No one's fucking initiating the shake with the left hand. Have you ever had anyone initiate a handshake with the left hand? And if they did, what would you do? Spit in their face.
Actually I did. When I broke my hand tumbling down the stairs, and I broke my arm tumbling down the stairs. I wasn't shaking with my right hand, and people would like stick it out, and I'd hold up my right hand, and I'd be like, no, I can't. So I'd lean over with my left hand and give him like that weird overhand shake you do, you know?
Oh, yeah. Do you remember during fucking lockdown, everyone was encouraged, instead of doing the fist bump, you could just like touch elbows. What the fuck was that about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was gay.
Yeah, I know people who still do that as well. Yeah, you're right, mate. And then you're going for the fist bump, and they just meet it with an elbow. You're like, all right. Guess we're not friends anymore then. Fucking hell. No, there's a lot of things I do right-handed. I use scissors on the right hand, Polly. Archery, I do right-handed. It's just writing and drawing I do left-handed. But the whole can opener thing is down to dominance of, you have my strong hand, and the hand that I'm using to do the difficult part with the old school can opener. The most difficult part, some might say, was with my weak hand. So it would take a very, very long time. But it doesn't matter, because those days are gone. This is what I'm saying here, guys, is invest in yourselves. Choose life. Life is too short to be struggling with opening cans. Just spend a little bit of extra money and buy a can opener that works for you. Should we have some news?
All right.
Yeah, it's not can opener based, I swear. Oh, Kivadon said air hugs were gayer. Oh my god, air hugs. Oh, bro. That was even worse than meeting.
I don't even remember that. What the hell?
Sound it out, It's like hugging, but through the air. It's like air guitar.
So it's two people. It looks like two people chest bumping someone that isn't there close to each other.
Pretty much. Imagine when you meet someone who's ever so slightly upper class, and they go, "Oh, darling, how it mwah mwah," but they don't actually.
I'm
right,
seeing
it's
it.
like that,
I'm
but with
seeing
hugs.
it.
Yeah.
That's, man, they really just straight punked out the whole world with that COVID thing, didn't they?
I think a lot of it was just, what can we get these people to do?
Yeah,
I agree. And
the answer is kind of like anything. When you say hello, stand on one foot, hopping up and down, reciting The Night Before Christmas backwards. Okay.
There was a Mitch and a Webb sketch of people. It was like this, a boardroom meeting of people who made toothbrushes, and they're constantly trying to do innovative stuff with the toothbrush, which is, let's be honest, is something that doesn't really need to be changed. And they're going "Oh, how about if we put a tongue scrubber on there?" They go, "Yes, I bet we can get people to scrub their tongues." And that's basically what COVID was for me. It was how far can we push it until someone says, "Oh, come on, you're being fucking stupid now." There was the whole fucking people in fucking care homes hugging people through a massive plastic sheet. What a fucking time that. I'm glad that we all had a shared experience of that. I think there's going to be fucking couple of generations time. There's going to be people going, "Did you actually do that?" Yeah, we did, yeah. And it was 10 minutes ago. The Strumpet Society for $2. The Strumpet Society. Not a trollop, Polly. A strumpet. The Strumpet Society.
Yeah. Misfit brought up strumpet, and I was like, yeah. Nice.
It says, we had to refuse Haley Nicole for how good she was at the job. We don't want to raise our standards. We want to pay you full price for less. So there you go. The Strumpet Society, you've just been fobbed off on the AAA meeting for the full price of $2. That is what you get when you're a bitch. Right. Let's talk news. AAAs, that is Polly and Sinatra. If you would like to direct your attention over to the screen, which I am sharing with you. People in the chat. Hey. If you want to support the show, if you want to support us, if you want to support our channels, all the ways to do it. There's only one way to do it, really. It's via Streamlabs, and all the links are down below. Streamlabs.com/Drunken Uncle, Streamlabs.com/The Silent. No, hang on. Sinatra_ says live streams, and Streamlabs.com/Polydub live. If you don't have the money, you just don't want to donate, that's cool. But you know what is free? Smashing that like button. Do it before Steve Dave gives himself an aneurysm. And let's start off, as always, with the Babylon Bee. Trump is a king. says people freely protesting in a free country. What a weekend, guys.
Yeah.
I heard about this, yeah.
What a weekend. The level of boasting that has gone on about this as well. Like, it was the No Kings protests, which is just like, I mean, you could have named it status quo protest. Like, nothing has changed. You still don't have a king. And since then, you've been being trolled like fuck. But it was, yeah, mass protests against Trump across US as president holds military parade. The only reference I could find to Trump saying anything about being a king was him saying at the end of a... They're not tweets on Truth Social, are they? What do they call them? Truths? I don't know.
I don't know.
He just said, long live the king at the end of that. That's the only... And everyone took that and ran with it. Who thinks he's a king? Who thinks he's a king? Held it the same day. Nah, this is the bad bit. Held it the same day as the anniversary... The 250th anniversary of the American military. Just seems a bit disrespectful, doesn't it? Like, you've got the freedom to do this, as you should. But also, should you be doing it on the same day, when you're meant to be celebrating the people who fought for your freedom to do this?
I think that's the point.
Do you hear that siren? That's because I'm in England and you're not allowed to say such things as that. It's just massively disrespectful, though, isn't it? No, just me. Anyway, full of dicks.
I just said that's the point.
Oh, you agreeing with me? My bad. Right. It's full of dicks. The thing is, you can't stop feminists from cracking out the Handmaid's Tale outfit, Polly. You can't stop them.
No.
They love it.
No. It's true.
They're actually, please assault my reproductive rights so I can get some, justify how much fucking money I spent on this.
Yeah, my reproductive rights. You're trying to take away my rights as a woman, and it's like, where is it you can't get? Like, is it in this country? You mean you can't get an abortion?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's the a woman's right to have an abortion on demand, paid for by the public, anytime up until 6 months of infancy.
Yeah. Up until college. Up until they're eligible for college.
Yeah. Let's when do you say abortion should not happen? When you're literally hiring a hitman to come fucking shoot your 15-year-old child? What the fuck? When is it no? I don't understand, the extent to which that they want it. Okay, that's fine. This whole thing with the No Kings thing, all I could think about when I was watching people's live streams, No Kings coverage, and they're covering it, ironically. Let's just look at the completely organized, astroturfed so-called protests. Different channels, a whole bunch of shit over on Rumble, actually, this weekend about it. Different streams covering, live coverage of the No Kings protest. I just kept thinking of that fucking...
anything happening here.
No? Around where I am, there were, unfortunately. I keep flashing back to that picture that people use as a meme. The Islamic Imam in the UK, and there's a giant placard behind him while he's speaking into a fucking megaphone, and it says, "No, down with free speech." Really?
I haven't seen that.
Really, it's a really old picture because he's free speech, meaning you can't criticize Muhammad. Well, he's exercising free speech to do it through a fucking megaphone. This is it right here. No Kings. Do you know what drawing and quartering is? You guys would be drawn and quartered for doing what you're doing if there were a king, and you don't seem to realize it.
I mean, the thing is, no kings. No kings against monarchy. The thing is, the moment we fucking hold a no queens in America protest, we're called bigots. What the fuck is up with that? Polly, you don't know actually how fucking right you are there. There's blasphemy laws still in practice in the UK.
I believe you.
Yeah. They're very old. People are like, we should get rid of those. But other people are like, no, you should obey those.
Very old, when old? Are we talking blasphemy laws against Christ or blasphemy laws against...
It's just
the pedophile.
It's just blasphemy. It's just blasphemy. No, I mean, it's a religious thing, but I mean, of course, Christianity isn't really the dominant religion here anymore. So,
I see. Just generalized blasphemy laws, but it would only be It's like racism and hate crime laws are only prosecuted against one group of people, basically.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, give it that as well. But let's take a look at Brazil, for instance, right? Where a Brazilian comedian sentenced to 8 years in prison for bigoted jokes. Now, would you rather live in Brazil? Or would you rather live here? Because the people in this protest, they would rather live in Brazil, where you can go to jail for telling offensive jokes. So really, why I'll fucking take these people and shake them by the shoulders and go, you don't know how fucking good you have it. But they'll
Think how many people who hate Trump want to move to Canada, and it's like, really, with all of the laws that they have there, you really want to move to Canada and pay the fucking taxes that make the California taxes you pay look like nothing? Right.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, go there illegally. Go on, show them why you're all so pissed off. Fucking hell. Yeah. So yeah, who's this? Steve Dave says, my question is how many people were laughing? Here's the thing, it doesn't matter. If something's intended as a joke, then it's a joke. If someone says that's not funny, okay, fine. That means you didn't find it funny, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a joke. I mean, the key word here, guys, is comedian. He's on stage. And now he's got 8 fucking years in prison for telling a joke.
8
paging
years.
Dr. Count Dankula. I got that the wrong way around. Yeah, 8 years, man, for telling jokes. Imagine that. Like, what are you in for? Oh, you murdered him. Kid. What about you? Told a joke. Whoa. I mean, Christ. And all this time you go, no, Trump thinks he's a king. Where's the fucking protest for this shit? Why is it when fucking George Floyd was fucking killed or fucking died or whatever? It don't matter how you fucking feel. Why was there fucking riots in London over it? If we could do that, then why the fuck are you out there going, Trump thinks he's a king? You should be fucking protesting this shit, man. You want solidarity with fucking Palestine, free Gaza, fucking shit like that. You should be free this geezer instead. This is bad. Look at where you live, man. Realize how fucking good you've got it. Buy yourself a decent can opener, man. You live in the West. Fuck. Avocat says, what were the jokes? I see it. I mean, this is... The thing that annoys me about modern media is that they don't actually tell you anymore. There used to be a thing, like... There was a thing the other day, right? It was about what they call travellers, Polly, right? Travellers. Oh. And what we mean by travellers is pikey fucking scumbags, right? The whole, like, fucking Brad Pitt. You like ducks? That kind of shit. Not like your Romanji, cross my palm with silver, and I'll tell you your fortune by some lucky heather kind of shit, or put a curse on you. But this is the people, like, they move into your neighborhood, and the next day, you don't have a kitchen sink. Those guys. Now, one guy's being fucking interviewed, and he just fucking punches the interviewer in the face and starts fucking screaming all this shit at him. Now, as I'm reading about this, I go, what did he say? Now, it used to be that they would at least use the asterisks. And you get the general gist of what was being said, like F, star, 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 W, star, 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 star. You go, all right, you call it a fuck wanker or whatever. Do you know what I mean? No, they don't. He just said, he just said a load of mean things. So we don't actually we don't know what the bigoted jokes were because fucking legacy media, or indeed Red Lake Nation News, is too much of a fucking pussy publication to tell us. And they probably don't want to go to jail for 8 years. It all started with Count Dankula, guys. That cute little dog named Buddha. And it was a slippery slope fallacy, but it was all fucking downhill from there. You know what I mean? Do you know what is fine to do though? Is for the DNC to rent a taco truck to mock Trump. Well, this is following the whole taco thing. Trump always.
I saw the tweet of him with the taco bowl. Best Mexicans in Trump Towers.
See, now that's what I was expecting, right? Because you saw like whether they said like Trump's a trash human, and the fucking next day he shows up in a fucking garbage truck. Like that's the guy right there. I was wondering. Now I am wondering, did the DNC like get in there before Trump showed up in a fucking taco truck himself? So they could be like, no, we did it first. Because that's exactly the kind of thing he would do, Trump always chickens out. People have really been running with this as well, Polly. Thinking, oh, but it drives Trump insane. I don't think it does. I don't think like Trump really cares about what someone on fucking Blue Sky Social is saying about him. He called me a taco. It's not really doing it. But it gives these people some power. But here's the thing, right? Trump thinks he's a king. Let's mock him. Two don't really go together, do they? You know, they've been saying, like, oh, Trump's a dictator and everything. It's very nice of that dictator to just let people make fun of him, isn't it? I don't think that's ever happened before.
Mm-mm.
You think he's just one of them, like, you know, a dictator with a heart of gold? If he's a dictator, you would be in jail now for simply saying he's a dictator. The DNC would have been locked up as political opponents for renting a taco truck and putting it outside the fucking halls of Congress. But he's a dictator, is he? I don't think he is. I think you just don't fucking like him. And you can't really say why. The whole tiny hands and neck vagina thing, oh, for God's sake. But you say one thing about Biden falling asleep, and oh my God, you're a bigot.
This is the place that that they have gotten to. That, you know, it's.
You alright? Did you stub your toe? You good? Stood on a Lego? That was a pain noise.
Yeah, it is. It's painful to think about. Like, man, I mean, this is the place it has gotten to. Is it like the tiny hands thing seemed like I hear you. The tiny hands thing is like a joke in the middle of a bunch of serious accusations of him being a Russian asset and the head of a criminal empire and so on. And it's like none of that panned out. And then you realize, no, the tiny hands thing was really all they ever had. That level of I don't like you. You're a taco. Holy shit! It reminded me of Jim Acosta's recently. So he gets
Where
perf
are we,
from
John
CNN.
Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Continue.
He gets turf from CNN, and rightfully so. Well, technically he quit because they were going to reschedule him to be like at a absolutely no views time of the day before they ultimately turfed him. And he's like, well, I'm leaving now because he thought I'd be able to go over to the podcasting world and still have a huge following. And it's like, no, nobody. So he did this in New York, a large auditorium of like, what are people going to show up and listen to you do? Like, what are you going to sing? You going to dance? You going to do some ice skating perhaps? No, it was just Jim Acosta on stage with some people that he interviewed. It was really weird. And it was like, it was a giant fucking anti-Trump rally. And the whole thing was based around tacos, tacos, tacos. You got to be fucking kidding me. Seriously? Yep, that's the level they're operating at. This is the resistance.
I mean, that is like, check that right. So if it was Republicans calling someone on the fucking DNC side, some kind of fucking anachronistic insult like taco, immediately the racism card would be pulled.
Sure.
Immediately. It's different with a big old D. Now, while we're talking protests, right?
I know, I get treated differently everywhere.
Yes, because you're handsome bastards, Sin. The good-looking ones always get preferential treatment, don't they? Let's, protest-wise, right? Here's one that I'm on board with, right? So this is in Ghana. Reduce alcohol prices or we'll shut down everywhere. This is the Drunkards Association warning the government. We've fucking unionized in Ghana, guys. We've unionized. Alcohol is too expensive in Ghana, so everyone who loves a drink, which is, by the way, everyone, because it's a shithole country. These are the people, this is the fucking police, the firefighters. We watch you while you sleep. That kind of shit. It said, look, everyone is going to fucking strike unless you lower the price of alcohol. And I'll tell you what, chat, I fucking love it. Power to
Whatever
the people
that
on this
green bottled beige labeled beer is, they're seeming to do very well. Like there's like, you can count them out, man. It looks like I can see like 8 of those fucking bottles just in that picture, man. Are you sure that beer company didn't fucking promote this this association?
If they did, by all means. I mean, why would the beer company go, hey, we want to make less profits? I don't think it could be a taxation thing. I mean, I think like fucking booze over here would be fucking
Association.
the Drunkards Association. They've unionized.
Yeah. Yeah, and they didn't even try. It's not like, the free citizen's right to do what you want or whatever. Something along those lines. No, we're just drunkards.
Call us what we are, for fuck's sake. It starts with honesty, and that means us. We've got to be honest about what we are. We're just a group of fucking pissheads who are pissed off. Right, now, let's talk ice, right? Ice says Club World Cup attendees should carry proof of legal status, which is sparking concerns. So now you get this, guys. This is front page news of the MSNBC right here, right? People who are visiting your country should carry their passport on them. My God!
Right?
Holy shit.
This is like everywhere else in the world has laws exactly like this.
Everywhere! But look, sparking concern. What? Oh, because Trump's a dictator. If Trump wasn't the president, this would still be the fucking same. This would still be happening, just like it does everywhere else in the world. Except maybe Ghana, because the people who are checking your passport are too fucking drunk. Sparking concerns. Everything's sparking a goddamn concern, isn't it? Never mind the fact that more people were fucking deported under fucking Obama than Trump has. No, forget about that.
But not a king. Remember that.
Not a king. No kings. No kings, no dictators. No hey, ho, hey, hey. No fascist USA. They love a good ho, hey, hey, don't they? Actually, not even a good one. They love a shit one. There's no good ho, hey, heys. And then they turn it around. Hey, hey, ho. President Trump has got to go.
I mostly heard it, hey, ho. So-and-so has got to go. Yeah.
Turn it around. Ho, hey. No fascist USA. Someone sat there going like...
Well, okay, but we need a real flip-up. Hey, ho. Let's do it. Come on.
Off to work
Let's
we
get
go.
Fresh.
Well, that would imply they have jobs.
Ho, hey. There. Now that's a true flip.
That is. What are they going to do with that? You've bamboozled them, Polly. Right,
yeah.
So it was Hey Dude 77, a.k.a. Trucker Carlson. Fucking hell, that's a name I've not seen for a while, for $5. He says, hello, friends. Sorry for my long absence. TLDR, discovered the friends I'd lived with for 5 years were neglecting their kids and spent the last year fighting to get custody. Good news, I won. Jesus Christ. Hey, dude, fucking way to step up to the plate, mate. Good for you, brother. Yeah. Proud of you, mate.
Hell yeah.
I'm not anywhere near as proud of you as I was when you sent us that video asking the zoo worker if they had any African fight snakes. But this is good too. I was
just telling that story the other day.
That was our boy. Hey, dude. This is good too, man. And you're never going to top the African fight snakes, but this is good too. Well done. Welcome back. Thank you for the $5, and say hello to your kids for me. Hey, dude. Awesome work, mate. Awesome work.
Yeah.
Right. It was Father's Day yesterday, and it was celebrated by this guy right here. Galapagos Tortoise celebrates his 135th birthday and his first Father's Day at Zoo Miami. Look at that tiny little turtle!
I thought he was going to eat that thing. I was like, whoa, that's inhumane. Don't feed turtles to turtles.
I mean, look, if the turtle eats it, don't force feed the turtle to a turtle, but if he wants to eat it, you can't stop him. It's nature, you know?
Now that turtle looks old. Look at that turtle head.
You think 135 is a little too old to be a father?
No.
Not if Al Pacino has anything to say about it.
Way! All right, fair enough. Right, yeah, case closed. Good job, Polly. Look how small that little fucker is. Holy
he's a tiny little fella.
He's tiny, man. He comes with his own little house. Oh, he's cute. He's cute. Happy Father's Day to Hey Dude, actually. Happy Father's Day, buddy. Yesterday, Father's Day. Right, so there was a plane crash. Air India. I'm sure you guys heard about this. Polly, I don't suppose you covered this on Friday?
No. But definitely heard about this, yeah.
One survivor.
Just some scratches.
Some fucking Final Destination shit, man, right? But it turns out, right, passenger who survived Air India disaster was sat in same seat as man who escaped fatal plane crash years ago. So it turns out there is one specific seat on a plane that if you sit in it, you've got a better chance of surviving a plane crash than anyone else. And what seat is that? Well, guys,
yes.
In about one financial quarter's time, it will be the most expensive seat on the plane. That's how you know which one it is. Yeah, fucking everyone fucking died except for this poor fucker. Yeah, as you say, fucking just minor scrapes and bruises. Everyone else, fatality. That's pretty incredible. Think of the survivor's guilt this poor guy's got, though. You know. Like,
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I wouldn't feel guilt. I just feel like, well, now I got to do something with my life. You know, bad. Like, I mean, the guilt would happen when you're, you know,
Right.
You're watching Dukes of Hazzard reruns on a Friday night by yourself. That's when the guilt would strike.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're right. Yeah. Now I've got to do something with my life. Yeah, you wouldn't feel guilty. You'd feel angry. Like, for God's sake, why can't it be me? I got to get a fucking real job. God damn it. It's St. Michael said it was seat 180, and Luna says right beside the wing, spare, next to the exit door. I believe that is actually completely accurate right there. I mean, lucky fucker, and a lot of unlucky fuckers right there. R.I.P. in peace. Instagram account dedicated to masturbation suspended after allegedly infringing University of Melbourne's trademark. There's a lot going on in this headline, I understand. An Instagram account dedicated to masturbation? Do you need Instagram for that? Surely just like one YouTube video would be enough, right?
Oh, you know what? I'm assuming it's got something to do with the fucking fetish for having people watch you while you fap, or just people are just.
Yeah.
I don't.
People are people.
Far and I had a conversation about this. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, sex is sex, and sex is good, and sex is great, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand why people organize their entire life around some fucking sexual interest that they have, though. That I don't get. Like, why do you join clubs and have a whole fucking setup for how you dress and organize your Facebook page and your internet handle and everything around some fucking sexual predilection that you have? Fuck's wrong with people? Like, I'm saying, like, hey, go ahead, have your fun or whatever the fuck you're interested in. Why do you organize your life around it, though? That's just weird.
I guess I want to say that there's like an innate instinct to use your willy. As far as clubs go, I should imagine that would be for like some very specific stuff, like, you know, oh, I love the back of a woman's knee.
See what I mean? Like, I don't understand.
The knee club.
The knee
We
club.
need T-shirts and a name and headbands and a fucking
name.
car and
The knee association. We need a car. We have a car.
Well,
No,
that's the name of the association. The knee. Never mind.
Quick, everyone to the fetish mobile. Yeah, apparently their logo, and they have a logo. So Polly, what you're saying is right on here. They have a logo. Was too close to the University of Melbourne's logo, and understandably, University of Melbourne weren't really into it, and said, "Hey, Instagram, can you do something about this?" And Instagram went, "Yeah, we've been trying to for a while." One now deleted post described the best room to goon on all of campus and received more than 12,000 likes as well. So they're not actually... It wasn't just the logo was quite close to the University of Melbourne, but also it was loosely associated with the University of Melbourne when, you know, there's a post on, hey guys, how about wanking in this room on the university campus? So, yeah, kind of on the university side here. You know, you're there to learn. Not learn that you're surrounded by perverts.
Yeah. You can learn that anywhere.
You'll learn, that'll come in time. No pun
We already
intended.
have that. It's LGBTQ+++++, right?
Yeah. Back of the knee story hour.
And again, people are like, what's wrong with people liking what they do? And then Frankie Deller there says consenting adults. Listen, as the old saying goes, consenting perverts can do whatever they want behind closed doors. That's the idea with the behind closed doors is like, why do you, again, turn it into an identity? Something you love to rub your genitals against is not an identity.
But it is. In 2025,
well, doesn't that just speak to how fucking hollow their life is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. The thing is, like, I mean, if you were to take a look at, you know, people when But they're just doing like their people shit, you know. Not like, you know, when you're walking past people in the street, or you know, you're dealing with someone in a professional sense or anything like that. But when people are most themselves, they're either banging or jacking it, and that's what it is. I mean, people are just a bunch of wankers. Thanks, University of Melbourne. Man convicted of posing as flight attendant to score over 120 free flights.
Okay, that's
brilliant.
What was illegal?
Yeah, I'm not holding anything against this man. I'm like, okay, you know, all right.
This is...
I like it, you know. I like a sweet swindle, you know.
Yeah.
You know me.
Oh, you got a bad
Nice
hustle
crime.
on this one, haven't you? This is Tyrone Alexander was convicted of wire fraud and entering secure areas of an airport under false pretenses. But I mean, 120 flights, and it says over the course of, and it doesn't even say anything. It just says over the course of years. Right, and it goes on. It says between 2018 and 2024, Alexander booked free flights only available to pilots and flight attendants on an airline carrier's website. I'm pretty sure that happened in Catch Me If You Can, didn't it?
So they just let him do it
They just let him do it.
and then got mad at him?
They got mad at him for the fraud. They didn't get mad at the people who should have checked that he was actually a flight attendant. I mean, look, hey, I see a loophole, and I'm not mad at this guy at all. This is on the airline service right here. This ain't on the guy.
Yeah, this seems to be fine. He's
You know what I mean?
they didn't stop him.
Yeah, well, they didn't realize. They didn't know. They didn't bother to check. And this guy got 120 free holidays. Fucking brilliant. Well, what you should be doing is employing this guy, going, are there any other loopholes that we should know about? You know? Give the man a goddamn job. What a fucking legend. Right. I cried for 3 days. Now it's your turn. Woman in China sends 1,000 kilograms of onions to cheating ex's home. Apparently the neighbours complained because it fucking stank. I mean, 1,000 kilograms, how many is that in kilograms, Polly? It's 1,000, buddy. It's a lot of fucking onions.
That's a little over 2,000 pounds.
A little over
It is
2,000.
10,000 decagrams or whatever. I don't know.
We'll want to know what the street value of the onions are. We don't know. We don't know how many individual onions are that I get. We don't know. But the woman, surnamed Zhao.
Yeah, Abacus has got it right. It's like, what's he complaining about? Free onions,
Free
man.
onions.
Shit.
Fucking right, yeah. Feed the many with that. You know, mix some soup. So do a Sir Davos with it. He did all right with an onion. She found that he'd been cheating on her after taking a look at his mobile phone. Now already, right, you go, but why were you looking at his mobile phone? I'm not saying it's as bad as cheating, but it is also, you know, it's not good, is it? Don't be looking at people's phones, otherwise you could end up having to buy a shit ton of onions. After breaking up, Zhao said she was utterly miserable and cried for days, whereas he continued to enjoy life without a trace of sadness or remorse. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best response he could have possibly given was, okay, sure, I got 1,000 kilograms of onions, but I cry a lot less now.
Because I got so many onions.
Because that bitch is out my life.
I mean, yeah, she was not willing to let it go, obviously, Polly. She sends him a load of fucking onions. It is better than, like, lighting his suits on fire, though, you know, or telling the police he raped her. Like,
clearly, this is a very well-to-do lady that can afford the onions plus the shipping, you know.
It's a lot of onions, Polly.
It is.
She says, finding this unfair, she decided to give him a taste of his own medicine, in this case, bucket loads of tears, via a ton, I don't know if that's an actual ton, of onions dumped right at his doorstep in Shandong on May 16th. So not only, right, has he now got a shit ton of, and let's be honest, food, but also it was delivered right to his front door. This is the opposite of a problem. There's so much you could do with that. I'll probably take like a sack. I'll have a sack of onions, and then the rest to go to like a food bank or something like that, you know?
How does he know she did it?
But no, this is her saying this in this article. So she's admitted to it. Right there is written in onion speech. I've cried for days now. It's your turn. She did this thinking that she was being fucking slick. Whereas, well, you know, she's coming across as a little crazy, Polly.
Really? You think that's crazy?
It's a little crazy, but as I said, it's not like, you know, because look, we've all known some crazy broads, right? I was chatting to a friend of mine today. Fucking, as I saw him, he was just like, "Oh, bro," he just like motioned for me to cross the road and chat to him. He was like, "Oh, fucking hell." He ended up having 18 hours in custody because this girl started cutting us. Because he said, "Right, you got to fucking leave." So she took a fucking pair of scissors, started cutting herself, saying she was going to kill herself. And then fucking when he phoned the police, they got there and she said that he did that to her.
Oh.
And he ended up spending fucking 18 hours in custody while they worked out what happened. Now, thankfully, she's got fucking history of doing this shit, so he was all right. But still, 18 hours? I mean, it ruins your day for a start. What she should have done was just sent him a fuck ton of onions. It's utilitarian, isn't it? Everyone's happy. You can make a nice broth. Fucking, she feels as though she's done something, and you know, probably people in the community are getting onions as well. And who don't love a red onion? It's
Me.
the superior. You don't like a red onion?
I don't like, well, any color of onion.
Oh, that's right. So don't date a Chinese broad then, man, because
Might get all the onions.
not even like a pickled onion.
No. Pickled onions are just, they're evil little sour bastards.
You don't like a shallot?
Onions are so good.
Onions are
A
good.
shallot. It's a shallot.
Not over here, it's not. It's like that shallot.
Do you
I mean,
even have
you don't have
shallots in
shallots?
England?
No, we have shallots.
Nice.
Adidas got it right. She says, love red onions. Love them. Fucking right, mate. Right. Kings Island visitors want to keep mouths closed on amusement park rides because of cicadas. Guy, I'm not happy that this happens in your country, guys, because these, look at that. They freak me the fuck out.
You don't have cicadas in England? Like, seriously?
No, we do not. No. Why would we?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
We ain't got the climate.
I'm still trying to understand why Australia doesn't have squirrels.
Do they not?
Right? See? Far acted
What?
all offended. She got on
Hold
some
on.
shit that you did. Why would we? I'm like, I don't know. I thought they were just kind of everywhere. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought they
it's
just
like-
kind of existed.
They're like
Yeah.
the pigeons of the ground world. Like, well, how do they not have squirrels over there?
And squirrels are fantastic. They're the delightful, bounding, playful, fuzzy-tailed creatures of the trees. They're
Oh,
great.
They'll fuck you up, man. You get too close, they'll fuck you up. They're speedy little shits as well, mate. Like they'll bite your ankle and then bang, you know.
Oh, yeah, they're
They bit
speedy,
your
all
ear,
right.
like yeah. Oh, there, yeah. And they'll climb you like a. They honestly don't know. So she's never seen a squirrel.
No, she has, just only like in memes and on the interwebs.
So she's never like met a squirrel.
No, wait. I'm presuming when she was here, she met squirrels.
Yeah, she was like, "What the fuck is that shit over there? Like what? Stroof."
It looks like a Nam bat, but without the long nose.
This man isn't black. What?
This is Anonymous for $10. This is going to be good, isn't it? Anonymous for $10 says, Shelley's mum. Is this referring to the onions, squirrels, or cicadas? I need more information, but I mean, the $10 is ample. Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the cryptic
Nice.
message. Is it? I don't suppose you can shed any light on that, Sin. Is Shelley's mum a squirrel? Is she Australian?
No, but I know she watches us, so it could be her mom.
Oh, right. That actually, so maybe that was Shelley's mum that just donated $10.
It actually could have been, yeah.
Right, okay, so I'm immediately thinking that this was like the punchline to an insult or something.
Oh, I've never seen the emoji for a squirrel. TA just put it up. Look at that. That's adorable. See? Look at that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
got a
they
little
are, yeah.
acorn and everything. That's awesome.
That's how we get oak trees.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
And it was Anonymous for $25 saying, Shelley's mum. I'm more confused now. If you are indeed Shelley's mum, then thank you very much for the now $35. If you are not Shelley's mum, then thank you very much for the $35. But don't be stealing people's identities just yet. We don't know if Shelley's mum's a squirrel. That she could have been that squirrel that was in fucking Sinatra's attic, and that's why he chopped the tree down. He's like, fucking in-laws. We don't know.
I like my in-laws, thank you.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, if that is indeed Shelley's mum, then I like your in-laws as well. Thank you very much, Anonymous. They seriously don't have to. So, like, did she freak out when she first saw a squirrel? It'd be like, you know, because I've never seen a cicada, and I would freak out if one of them just like fucking flew into my face if I visited America. So, what the fuck was that? I mean, besides like, because I've seen like crocodiles and shit in zoos. I've seen a rhinoceros. That was pretty cool. Fucking. Is there anything I haven't seen? Polar bear? I'd probably freak out if I saw a polar bear. Like, met one, you know?
I could see that.
But then it's
that's me.
It's not like a squirrel, though. It's just this. I'm with you. I just thought they were everywhere.
Yeah.
My internet's being funky. I'm still here.
I can hear you, Mr.
funky,
Robot
alright.
Man. Domo arigato. Sinatra Roboto. You've blown my mind with that. They don't have squirrels in Australia. It's not the kind of thing that I would have, like, I don't think that's common knowledge, is it? But it is now.
What's happening?
We learn
What?
something every day on the AAA meeting. Today we've learned there are no squirrels in Australia. Right, let's move on.
All right.
Osprey drops hammerhead shark onto disc golf field. This bird's flying a lot. It's got a fucking hammerhead shark in its claws, right? In its talons. But after getting mobbed by a load of crows, it dropped it. And these guys are playing fucking disc golf, and then bang, it's raining sharks. Like, but we're inland. No, don't matter. There's a fucking shark there. Play Trucker Zach says you'd freak over the spotted lanternflies. Those things are annoying as fuck, and they're all over the northeast coast. I don't know. I've never met one of those, so yeah, all right. I probably would. Most insects would make me freak the fuck out though, but like, imagine seeing a squirrel for the first time as a grown-ass human. And you're like, oh, fucking stroof, lad. What the bloody hell's that going on over? Look at his fucking fluffy tail. What is that, some kind of rat? And it's Alan for $3 and a Ricky Spanish, says Uncle. Alan! Right, that's say hello to Alan right there. Boom. We love the look of that. Thank you very much, Alan. Is everyone still here? Are we good?
You're a little warbly, but we're all still here.
I think that's just because I'm getting a bit emotional, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Because I just learned about the whole fucking Australians having never met a squirrel, and I'm just like, I feel bad for them. I want to send them some. But you know what Australia's like when it comes to their delicate ecosystem. They just won't let the squirrel in, will they?
No, they just it has to be a marsupial before they'll accept it.
Fair, yeah. So, do you want to see a photo of this hammerhead shark which landed on the disc golf field, Polly?
Yes, I do.
Because my God, I mean, I've never. A hammerhead shark is one of those things that looks badass as well, but you've never fucking seen one. So, if you didn't know about and you met one of these for the first time, you'd be like, "Fuck, what's going on? Why is his fucking eyes on stalks and shit like that?" Right? So, you're playing disc golf, and then splat, something lands next to it. This is the most disappointing photo ever. It's fucking tiny.
Oh, look at that! It looks like hammerhead jerky. It's all dried up and shit.
I was so pissed off at that because I look at it, I'm going, yeah, fucking hammer. I was expecting like clunk, shark. Maybe like the fucking Jaws theme as it starts getting closer and closer to the ground or something like that. Dun, 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 dun. But no, it's fucking tiny little fucking thing. Oh, what an anti-bloody climax that is. Take it home, stick it in a pot, stew it. Put it in with the fucking millions of onions that your fucking ex-girlfriend sent you. Right, so the TSA have been wading in as well, Polly. And this is something that I didn't realise was something that happened. TSA says Costco cards are not valid forms of ID at airport security. I didn't know this was a... Did you know this was a thing?
I didn't know that anybody would try and use a Costco card at airport security, but okay.
But it's because I had this. I've had this one ready for a couple of days. This article, and I was watching Archer yesterday, and he goes like, have you got any ID on you, like passport, like a utility bill, Costco card? And I went, hold on a second, like wound that back. Oh, did he just say Costco card? Yeah, yes, he did. Apparently, people have been using that. I mean, obviously, you don't need a passport, do you, to go from one state to fly nationally? Why would you? It's stupid. But you still need some form of ID. Costco card is not a fucking valid form of ID, guys. I don't know who needed to hear
I'm
that,
back.
but it's
I
out
restarted my internet.
there. Did you? Very good, Sid. And you sound fantastic.
Yep.
Do you have a Costco card, Sid?
Yes.
Have you ever used it as a form of ID?
No.
Do you think it would work?
No.
No. Apparently, that's a very rare occurrence. The TSA have had to fucking weigh in on it. Jesus. I mean, go fuck yourselves, got it right. People's stupidity keeps surprising me. You'd think, just when you think that's it, you know what? They come out, you turn a corner, and they do something even fucking dumber. It's brilliant sometimes. And other times, it's just goddamn scary. What was it Carlin said? Think of the average person's intelligence and then realise that half of people are dumber than that.
No, it was think how smart the average person acts and realize half of them are dumber.
There you go. Potato, onion. So, cops say man, 70, weird name, peed on Spam and Vienna sausages. Yeah.
He looks like a public peer.
Do you think?
Yeah.
How many public peers have you seen this year?
Well,
No.
to my best memory, he's probably the first, but still, he
your
looks
best
like a
memory,
public peer.
I was fucking walking to the gym one day. There was an old man in front of me, and he just stopped, whacked out his old man, and he just started peeing. And it wasn't even like up against a tree or a wall or anything, Polly. It was just the middle of the fucking pavement. And then he put it in, and then he carried on walking. And I'm looking around at people, go like, did anyone else just fucking see that? And everyone's just carried on with their day like it was a regular thing. Like, oh yeah, that's peeing Stan. He does that all the time. Darren Root
See, I'm not okay with that.
No, I'm not okay with it. If you guys got a prostate problem, yeah, well, don't care. Hold it in. Darren Root says apparently Australia has squirrel gliders. Is that the sugar gliders? Because those boys are cute as well, mate. I want 1 million of those. They're just like wearing the wingsuit that you see people wearing, except, cute.
Yeah.
Mm. You like a bit of Spam, Sinatra?
Mm-mm.
No? Don't go for a fritter?
I like Spam.
You like Spam?
No.
I do. I mean, not all the time, but you can pan fry that shit, make some nice hash, mix it with eggs. It's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, brilliant. But there is such thing as too much Spam.
Of course.
You've had it like 3 days in a row. You're probably thinking, I'll just have the chips.
I've never had Spam 3 days in a row, man.
No, why
Holy
would
shit.
you?
You got hard times.
But
in this economy, I'll have you know, sir, that
you'd be grateful. And
I never tire of the stories of the criminality that's built up in Hawaii around Spam. This is just wonderful to hear.
Counterfeit Spam.
Counterfeit Spam. They lock Spam up in grocery stores because people come in and grab it and then bolt for the door.
That. Yeah, they put them in the fucking see-through boxes where you got to take them to the checkout and they take it out for you. Fucking
because it's that hot of a commodity and that hotly sought after. They got flavors of Spam in Hawaii that they don't have anywhere else. It's really cool.
Whoa, they got flavors of Spam?
Oh, there's all sorts of flavors of Spam. All kinds. They got teriyaki Spam. They got wasabi Spam.
Whoa. Teriyaki Spam. Ooh. I have to be on Amazon after this now. Thanks for the $25 from Shelley's mum. It's going to be Spam City, mate. And I'm the mayor. Real-time Fat Man says fried egg and Spam butty is lush. That's some fucking hangover food right there, my man. What about Vienna sausage, though? He peed on them as well. You know what I like about Spam, Polly? The tin doesn't require a can opener.
No, it comes with its own can opener. The little key. It's cool. Yeah.
And you just kind of
well, actually, they're tab pull now, but that.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, you got to go with the old school canned ham if you want the.
I feel as though, like with the ring pull, the Spam wouldn't taste as nice as it would if it was one of those keys.
Yeah, because you feel like you've accomplished something, like you've killed a hog that has been like pre-processed for you.
And there's also like you have to use that much Spam there because that's exposed now.
Yeah.
I think that's one portion of Spam.
Sid, I'm telling you, man, get a can of Spam, cube it up, pan fry it, Mix it with some like cut up potatoes, like you're doing home fries or whatever. Make your own little hash. You'll like it, man. It's good.
I'll give it a go.
Give it a go.
I mean, it's not like you live in Hawaii where it's hotly sought after and expensive. Like you can get some, cut rate spam.
Legitimately going to buy some spam tomorrow, man. Like, this conversation opened my fucking eyes. Darren Root suggests he was just marking his territory. These are my Vienna sausages. Detroit woman booted from Zoom court hearing after making peanut butter and jelly sandwich during a call. I mean, there is a video. Although,
all right, moving on to the edge. Tonight, a Zoom court.
All right, okay. This is not...
You gotta put your properly dressed on.
I am properly dressed. I have on a t-shirt. I am properly dressed.
Is that a robe?
Ironically, Mom Asia outer.
Is that a robe? Are you wearing a robe, ma'am? It's just the fact that we have fucking Zoom court trials just pisses me off for one, right? But also, like, you would be properly dressed, wouldn't you? She's on her phone, Polly. And like, as these guys, and she's late as well. It was meant to be a fucking 9 a.m. session. She showed up at 1. Right? So he's like, why the hell are you late, motherfucker? And she goes, I don't know, I thought it was at 1. He goes, it says here 9. She goes, I thought it was at 1. Are you wearing a robe? Go and dress up properly. I wear a t-shirt, it's fine. She's on her phone. She fucking puts the phone down on the kitchen counter, starts fucking laying out a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while the fucking judges...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is right there in the headline. Wow.
And I see the judge
Was that sarcasm? You bastard.
that I had, and I'm like, I see my robe and some peanut butter, and I'm like, oh my God.
That little angel is her daughter, 3-year-old.
Little angel. It's a little angel. I'm just saying, like, it's like you don't really want to... the judge to like you at this point, Especially if he turns around and be like, I'm allergic to peanuts, ma'am. Can you put that away, please?
Yeah, are you threatening me?
She's holding a knife. Yeah, fucking hell.
It's defiance.
I mean, defiance might be too, because I think you might be attributing malice to what really could just be attributed to stupidity.
This is behavior that was a choice that they made.
Yeah.
Like the video. Remember the video I showed you of the woman who was getting arrested for committing bank fraud?
Oh yeah, she's like, don't touch me.
She's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, there's a bit of a difference, like, don't touch me and everything to the police, to just like whacking out a fucking PB&J during a fucking court meeting.
I mean, I've seen this done effectively, but it was a completely different situation. The guy during the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, he had been like a witness in like 7 different trials that they had. He was just the concierge guy at a apartment that Amber Heard once lived in, and was there to see that she wasn't injured one of the days that she claimed Johnny Depp beat her up. Right. It's like, no, I didn't see, and that's all. But he'd been called so many times. Well, so do you remember this guy? He phoned into court. That's the only way he would do it, appear as a witness. And he's on his phone driving and fucking vaping the whole time and not answering questions. And the judge is asking him questions, prosecutor asking questions. And the judge, I remember he shook his head, goes, I have never seen anything like this. Like a witness who he's like, look, I've been called back so many times. I don't care about this. Can you guys just leave me alone? And everyone, including me, just felt bad for the guy. It's like, yeah, man, the guy wants to move on with his life. He doesn't want to be part of this anymore.
I think that's legit, though, isn't it?
Right.
Like, he's been called up so many times, like, fuck, this isn't even my fucking case.
Yeah, like it's not like he's getting paid. It's just a constant interruption to his life. He's been made not famous, but infamous. He's that guy in these trials, right? He can't get anything out of it. But he's a witness. You're on trial, lady. It's a completely different thing. You need to show up and look like Sin said. It's defiance. And why would you show arrogant defiance to a judge? Like that's just, it can't help you. It's the opposite of strategy. It's fucking yourself over. I don't get it.
Strategy. Oh, that poor guy. I mean, fucking hell. I'd love that if he was in his a bit of road rage during the court Zoom meeting as well. It's like, who fucking clown?
It was a part where like he pulls up and it's like a left-hand turn, so he's got to pay attention, right? And someone asks him a question, and he's not paying attention. He's paying attention to the road where he should be, you know. And the question had to get asked like 3 times. He's like, "I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What'd you say?"
You're gonna pull out to a fucking drive-through as well, do you know?
Yeah. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I know. I want to be here, but I'm in court right now. Okay.
Brilliant. So I mean, yeah, fucking yeah, defiance. Don't do that. If you want the judge to like you, I don't even know why she was. Obviously, it wasn't anything good that she had to be fucking talking to the judge, but you know, maybe wear a shirt.
Hey, Gamer Cat, that's funny. Knows people around my age who went to court for a traffic ticket and they got off because they were dressed properly and the judge was simply impressed.
No way.
They bothered to not show up in a robe and flip-flops, you know?
It's
Wow.
just like fucking a crackhead shows up in a shirt and tie and the judge is like, yeah, okay, off you go, mate. Well done. Keep up the good work. Obviously, you're trying to make positive changes to your life.
Yeah,
That's
a
fucking
citizen.
awesome.
Okay, well, I don't want to throw you in jail. Go out there and influence some people to, you know, dress and wash.
Clearly,
Fuck.
there's been a mistake. This man's wearing a tie.
I will not have a citizen railroaded in this way.
This is the
For
crackhead
criminals,
corner?
not suit owners.
Yeah, right. Actually, I borrowed this suit, but you borrowed the right one, sir. It's fine. Case closed.
It
Gavel.
counts.
Yeah.
It counts, yeah.
Good enough.
I like Sinatra did a little gavel then as well. Did you do a little gavel?
Yeah.
Did a little gavel. So, Taurus couple damages Crystal Van Gogh chair in Verona Museum by sitting
Ollie.
on it.
I'm okay with this.
Van Gogh.
I'm blaming Polly for this.
I don't blame you because initially I thought that this was Polly. You can't be blamed. This is.
I mean, there's no better way to find out if that chair is real than to sit in it.
I mean, it's a real chair. Like it can. It's just extremely fragile. It's still a real chair. It's not like a
Is
hologram.
that Italian?
Well, I guess so. Yes, from. Well, it's inspired by the whole Van Gogh's fucking portrait of his shitty little bedroom. So this chair's covered in a shit ton of diamonds.
Oh.
And fucking yeah, and this was done on purpose as well because this couple, they're waiting for everyone else to leave, so they can get a photo of him sat on it. And as soon as he sits on it, just fucking collapses.
Oh, so he fucking wrecked it.
Yes, yeah.
But I mean, as it damages it, I didn't realize he like destroyed it.
Oh yeah, it fell apart. Yeah. The Misfits got it right. No velvet rope. I agree. A part of this is on the fucking museum, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, you can't say that you thought it was just a regular chair because it is studded with diamonds and it is on a bit of a plinth, right? So you know it's not just a regular fucking chair, but also velvet fucking rope, people.
Yeah.
Because this way, like, you know, now the couple can just say, oh, I thought it was just a regular chair. If you put a velvet rope around it, they ain't got a leg to stand on. I didn't mean... I know. But you can't... The velvet rope is legally binding. It's morally binding. You see a velvet rope,
Not
you
to
know
me.
you're not allowed to... Not to you. But then you hate...
To citizens.
Yeah, to people who actually care about art. Look with your eyes, man. Christ. Fight breaks out behind Harvard student as she issues plea for global unity.
Yes. Is there video? Like, can you press
Yes,
play?
there's a video. Yeah.
I want to see this. This is
don't
great.
really, I don't think... hang on. Oh, I can full screen it. Here we go. Right. I mean, okay, right.
Oh, she looks nice too. Like
Yeah,
she's just
lovely,
like
she actually doesn't notice what's happening though, right? So she just carries on like,
man.
what the world needs now is love, sweeter. Right? And she's like, yeah, what? Yeah, okay. I bet you can just see him on the right, just scrapping
Yeah, I
away.
can see it. Yeah.
Right? They can move.
They go down to the ground.
Well, yeah, there's the punch.
Thanks for the red
Thank
circle.
you, Red Circle. I would never have seen it.
My hero of the story is this guy who sat there, who's just looking around the back of his chair, like, oh, cool. And then a third guy gets involved. And she just carries on, unaware of what's going on.
Where was this? It looks like Britain.
Wait, Harvard. Oh, God. Yeah, Harvard.
It says Harvard student.
So she's a student at Harvard, which suggests that it was probably somewhere close. Why'd
Not
you
for
say it
long
looks
with
like
that
Britain?
name.
It looks shitty.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Look, yeah, I can't. Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe
I
it
saw a little movement there, and I'm like, was that a dog that moved in? Did a dog get involved?
There was a dog at one point. Yeah, fucking.
Wow. So it was like, man, so 3 people and a dog got in a
Three people
fight. So
and a
it's not, like the whole animal kingdom is defying her pleas. Like
That's the new moving company. You have 2 men
There
in
it
a
is.
truck, now 3 men and a dog.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking man on top, working the ground. Dog. No one's listening to you, love. Turn around, enjoy the show.
Yeah, I mean, she's got the right idea. It's just not going to stick, unfortunately. You
No,
know?
and there's why. Literally, no one's listening. Play on, by all means, but I mean, fucking hell. You tell it to thousands of people watching, but what about the? Everyone's watching the fight instead. Fucking hell. We were watching the fight. I didn't even unmute the video. No one cares what she's saying. We want the fight. So Uri Geller. Do you guys know Uri Geller? This prick.
Sounds familiar.
He said he's psychic, right? I can bend
He's a
spoons
spoon
with my
bender,
mind.
yeah.
He's a spoon bender, right?
Yeah.
And he said that Greta Thunberg's ship was sabotaged by him. He says he stopped the ship's navigation system with his mind. It's not really.
Wow.
Here's the thing: something happened, and Uri Geller went, "Hold on, I'm not relevant. I'm gonna make myself fucking relevant."
I mean, is this the famous cut rate parasite that
That's him.
Rick Blaine was referring to? I mean,
Wait, do you mean him or Greta? Either way.
Well, Greta's a parasite. There's no question. But it's like, is he the cut or the discounted cut rate parasite?
He's just Uri Geller, man.
Fuck.
Alcata says, I thought he died a long time ago. Guess not. Dude, so did I. Because he would try and worm his way to absolutely fucking everything. When I didn't hear from him for about 2 years, I thought, well, he must be dead then. Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way. Penultimate
I mean, to me,
article,
that it just speaks to like what is currently trending.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, if it wasn't that, it was going to be I don't know, pulled down some No Kings protesters' pants with my mind. You know,
It would have been something.
that's trending.
Yeah. Either way to get in the news. And goddammit, he fucking did it. Maybe I'm being controlled by Uri Geller. Mule riding Kentucky man accused of unleashing raccoon in bar after being turned away. Look at the smile on his face.
It's not exactly a cool crime, but like he didn't set the place on fire. He just let a raccoon loose in there. It's kind of funny.
It's not an uncool crime either, though. Like,
No, it's not.
He
Yeah.
rocks up on a mule, raccoon underarm. Releases it. Refuse me service, will you? And then get. I'm not sure what kind of charges you would do. Very specific charges. I'm sure maybe they made something up just for him. He's known as Cowboy Cody. And yeah, well, I mean, fair enough. After police say he released a raccoon in the bar, was taken into custody, which resulted in one person being bitten. We got casualties. Do you think it was that crackhead fucking raccoon that was holding the crack pipes in?
There was a meth raccoon.
Right, yeah, okay. I mean, this guy just screams crack. Officers with the Murray Police Department responded to the business. Officers found Mason driving and initiated a traffic stop, but the suspect allegedly refused to roll his window down or exit the vehicle, which prompted officers to forcibly remove him. Authorities later learned that someone had been bitten by a raccoon and that Mason had previously been warned not to enter the property. And he was charged with the following: assault, criminal trespass, resisting arrest, failure of owner to maintain required insurance. So there's nothing about the fucking raccoon in that charge at all. I guess assault? I don't know. It's a specific one. But I want to see the Zoom meeting of that fucking court case. Please, I just want to hear the specific fucking charges. And on to our titular article. This is AAA meeting number 619, brought to you by the tagline, "Let that sink in," because men seen carrying stolen counter and faucet on bikes after Midtown burglary. They actually stole someone's fucking kitchen. Well, there was a photo. What's going on? Polly, what have you done?
What? I didn't do nothing.
Maybe you should have. Alright, so they break into someone's fucking house and they steal the fucking kitchen and are just nonchalantly fucking cycling home with it. Let that sink in. I mean, you may now consider yourself news. Oh, it's warm. Is everyone else warm?
It was good news.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sid.
It's hot as fuck here.
Yeah, I open the fucking door. But before we do, I don't know. Can I interest anyone in a game?
Not tonight.
You don't want a game?
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll keep that one for another week then. All right, well, at least we can do is have a couple of questions before we get out of it. I get it, Sid. You feel like shit, man. It's understandable.
I need to eat some food.
How about a couple of questions?
I need to try.
We indulge in a couple of questions instead. People in the chat, if you have any questions for myself, the Silent Sin, or Polybobs, whack them in the chat. Be quick about it, because this show's about to end. Sin, I don't suppose you're really up for doing anything this week, eh?
I am. It's gonna be Shelly heavy, but I'm gonna make up for our stream last night in about an hour.
No way! Oh, you absolute soldier.
It's gonna be Shelly heavy, but I need to make a cup of tea, and I feel like that could be helpful.
How are you making the tea?
On my kettle.
Oh really?
No.
And then putting it in the microwave for a few seconds
God.
out of spite. Dude.
Motherfucker. You... Just for a moment there, I actually smiled. How dare you? Polly!
What's up?
Yeah, there he is. Is anything on the horizon for you there, buddy?
Nothing but onward and upward and golden success.
So no.
Well, I did a noir bar on Friday.
Oh,
that was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. You can check that out. It's good times. It was a classic noir bar too. It was just Far and myself, and it was fun. It was a nice throwback style. We got to we got to look at a house. We did a real short one because it wasn't a particularly long stream for us.
For you, so only 7 hours, right?
No, I think it was 4 or so.
Dude, that's such a long stream.
It's a late night hangout, man. So it's it's real chill.
Yeah, it's not a stream. It's you're just hanging out in a bar, aren't you? Back in the old 1940s.
Yeah,
What do you think?
1942.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a year.
So it was. We got to look at a house that has a rear exit entrance door. That's the house at its narrowest is 55 inches across.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's labeled as the Spite House. Somebody built it out of spite in 1925.
Wow.
That was fun to look at. We had to look at some Temu shit, stuff that just obviously doesn't work. We're still trying to figure out what the hell a lawn leveler is for. We haven't discovered that mystery yet. It's a farm implement. It's a landscaping. Well, you look up a lawn leveler and tell me that thing makes any sense to you. And they're oddly expensive. They're like $40+. You can find them on the cheap for like $25. Looks like a giant lawn razor. Makes no sense.
Oh my god, it does.
Right?
You ain't leveling no lawn with that. Oh, good lord. Hold on, let me.
Yeah. Oh yes, the lawn razor. Yeah, anyone who was there knows like the ongoing mystery. I mean, maybe I could just let it go, but I just find it confusing because it's. Oh well, this is obviously some Temu crap. This isn't anything they want to. And then I go over to Amazon and there's all sorts of pictures. And then we found the picture of a lawn lever operating on its own. So clearly we've got like an image of a ghost that's still going through the motions of what it did in life.
Right.
You know,
This is a lawn leveler, guys. This is a.
Look at that. See, it looks like a giant lawn razor.
Yeah,
of sorts,
I'm not.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how. Yeah. All right.
Baffling.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Level your lawn. That ain't working.
Nope.
I'm gonna put a link to my stream in the chat.
Oh,
real
by
quick.
all means. Right, there you go then, guys. Well, hang on. Let's see. We got question-wise here. Fit Gamer Cat says try some plain broth and rice, because apparently if you're not miserable enough when you're sick, you should have shit food as well. Big Joe says,
You know what I've discovered is good when you're sick is fried rice. If you got like a local Chinese takeout near, just ordering some fried rice because it actually tastes like something, but it's pretty easy on the old tum.
Oh yeah.
Something to think about. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do tuna and toast.
Oh, hey, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. Go easy on the pepper.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well,
I'd never put those.
You're the
things
beans and toast guy. What do you got
together.
against
I'm not the
tuna
beans and toast guy.
He's the beans and toast guy.
I'm not a beans and toast. I don't own a toaster.
What?
Yeah, I
makes
knew
it
that.
more weird.
I've been sat on that one for a while, Polly. I didn't want to.
Toast is like near and dear, man. Like melty peanut butter on toast is a staple. What?
Yeah. Don't have a toaster.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? How do you live?
I think he's fucking
Poorly.
with us sometimes.
No, I don't. I genuinely don't have a toaster. I don't have a microwave. I don't have a toaster. Got an air fryer. Could air fry some toast. That'd be the same thing. I don't tend to have bread.
All right, I love you guys.
All right.
All right, let's roll. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
What are we waiting for?
Okay. Fair Gamer Cat says, look, Drunk, I make my tea with kettle like a good cat. You are a good cat. Right, that is it then, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go chucking a tactical raccoon into a bar just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm ST, and 4:30 Central with news and banter that will make you literally die. Hopefully, in between now and then, you can find me over on twitch.tv/DrunkenPlays for some epic gamage. We're looking at Technology Tuesday tomorrow, where I've got thank you to Bryce, who brought me the game Atomic Heart. And it looks like we're going to be giving that a little go because we're going to give Fallout a rest for a little bit. Then we've got Wicked Wednesday, or it could be Watashi Wednesday, with Ghost of Tsushima or Cult of the Lamb. Nothing on Thursday because we're too late for the Emperor Friday. Shanghai Saturday, and of course, unsanctioned Jackpot games on Sunday. That's what's going on this week over on twitch.tv/DrunkenPlays. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to my esteemed co-host. Thank you for all the generous donations. And don't steal someone's kitchen.
No, don't do that.
Don't.